For this hackathon, we decided to create decentralized derivatives on the 0x protocol, which is called RoboDEX. So the idea behind this was that the current market is filled with decentralized exchanges. There's more than 250 of them, but there's not a lot of derivative exchanges. Moreover, there's almost none decentralized derivative exchanges. And as 0x is a platform for exchanges, we decided that um, enabling derivatives on the 0x protocol would massively change the situation with liquidity on 0x. So what is it? It's basically a 0x relay with custom token and proxy contract. It's built on modified openRelay software with additional components for margin trading with perpetual swap contracts. So our perpetual contracts mimic a margin-based spot market and hence trade close to the underlying reference index price. The idea was that we wanted something that would work on the current 0x protocol. So why did we choose swaps? They don't have an expiration date, they don't have settlement, and they also support traditional and crypto markets. As there is no settlement, we can make a market with only the base asset. For example, trading Ethereum to Apple stock with only Ethereum on the platform. And all of this together leads for stimulation of speculation, massive trading, and thus massive liquidity. And the main reason for swaps here is that it brings liquidity. BitMEX volume for swaps is 80% of their overall volume. The futures that they hold 20% of the volume. They're not bad, but they have an expiration date, which fragments liquidity. DEXs struggle with liquidity, and that has always been a problem. Even if you look at the graphs on 0x DEXs, you'll see how they steadily fall, and sometimes there's clearly not a lot of trading going on. So RoboDEX is here to bring massive liquidity into the DEX market, with at the same time an easy UX for traders to start trading, to start using the exchange. So let's take a look here at the platform. You can actually switch to. So let's take a look at the platform. We can actually switch to our website here and see that we can try out the exchange here. So right now we built just one market, Ethereum to USD. It's actually not 100x leverage here. It's 20x right now, and we pinged it at 20x to simplify a little bit and polish it down. So this is a market, Ethereum to USD. Getting to limit to market here. Order book, recent trades, position, open orders, order history, trade history. Here we can scale it a little bit. So that was a demo, but it's a production demo. And we think that our biggest achievement right now is that RoboDEX is production ready. It can be launched on the existing 0x protocol. So how did we do this? We managed to create a decentralized derivatives exchange without making any changes to the main component of the 0x protocol, the exchange contract. All the other components have been modified, and there were others added to make things work. But we think this is very valuable and interesting as the current generation of 0x, without any updates, we can start launching these derivatives exchanges, as RoboDEX being the main one, or at the start at least. which I would also like to add is that 0x and the exchanges on it have been stuck to Ethereum tokens with ETH and so on. Here, what we're giving is an ability to actually trade assets that are not on the Ethereum blockchain through the no settlement, through the perpetual swaps, basically. We think that's very interesting. Massively um, that massively opens up the range to different assets, because if you look at the stats right now, Ethereum and its tokens only takes up around 22% of the market capitalization, with all the other coins and Bitcoin doing around 80% of the market. So if you're a decentralized exchange on Ethereum, you're immediately cutting yourself down to just 20% of the market cap on a very competitive market. Here we're aiming at a not so much of a competitive market with the outreach to 100% of the market capitalization. Moreover, we can make this work on EOS. We have a lot of experience with that. We can build that out too. So next, the features. The features that I would like to go over would be that we also have a built-in trading terminal, which right now is in the works, mostly around the design. So it's just a very good terminal for trading. We think that that's something that's not really there on the market right now, and there's a lot to improve algo trading. We have this user experience that allows you to create in an easy way a strategy, like an if then kind of thing for your trading, and make it accessible to the mainstream. So we also have algo trading on the go, which is mobile, and this is easy, giving traders the same opportunities they have on the desktop, but on mobile, which is in development right now. Our future development will be focused on polishing out the exchange itself, making it easier to trade on the user experience side, adding more markets to it. On the technical side, there's a lot to do around risk management of the exchange, and how to make it more interesting, how we can add different motivations to market makers and so on. There's a lot of work that can be done there. We also are specifically experienced in gamification and stuff like loot boxes, and implementing levels into for traders and so on, which we think could be a big boost, as as gaming and gambling dApps are quite popular nowadays on EOS and Tron, for example. Doing a lot of stuff around the algo trading and so on. So this is RoboDEX 40x. We believe that it can massively change the situation right now around the liquidity of 0x exchanges, and can be a big boost to the ecosystem. This was RoboDEX, and thank you for the hackathon.